You calling? Here I come, baby, to save you. Told y'all what the goal was, right? The goal is a hundo. A hundo. That's not a lie. That's the goal. That's the goal, y'all. Damn, I don't got my. Daniel, what up, man? Hit the like button, man. The goal is 100. The goal is 100. So hit that like button. Alright? We're trying to reach that goal, Daniel. Hit that like button. Likes are free. Dumbo, what's going on? Then we about to get to it. You see where I'm at, look. It's cold out there, so you know I got double on. I got double the sauce on tonight, man. It's freezing. So I came in double. Look. It's warm in here, but it's cold outside. Appreciate you. Hit that like button. Yeah, subscribe. Let everybody know. We about to get started, man. We're gonna speak on some things, right? Cause the bum boxing community is exposed, man. These guys are exposed, man. There's no motion in boxing live streaming. If you're a content maker and you come online and that's your angle, I guarantee you, I could point out how you're a hater, how you move funny, all of that when it pertains to boxing. I bet you I could, right? The receipts are everywhere now. But a lot of you guys with this boxing, you're not official. It is what it is. I said it. A lot of you that sit online and talk boxing, not only are you not official, like I said, you don't even move. Like you have honor and different type of stuff. You heard? It is what it is. Right? We're gonna get started. I'm gonna expose the fact that, especially those buster. Oh, yo, Gumbo, all of them. Not just him. It's too many. It's like the boxing lane is just filled with that shit. That's why the game is where it's at. Like tonight, there's fights on right now, and you had dudes on here hating on Zuffa and all. Like boxing is done. YouTube boxing. The real industry of boxing you see it's doing what it does. But like the online shit, all of these dudes, right? Especially dudes that can't come on here and do like this, do it by themselves, grow their platform, or they gotta feel like they gotta click up and group up. That shit, man, you niggas killed the game on the low. Because if you really was about what you claim, community, or building, YouTube boxing would be thriving. But YouTube boxing is doing the exact opposite, truth be told. He said too many fake coaches, guys who live with their moms. Facts. I agree. I agree. Not only fake, it's just too much fake, period. Fake energy, fake support, just fakeness, man. It's nasty out here, man. That's why, I still do the boxing content, but I've been if you fuck with the if you rocking with the motion, you see I done really branched off. I had branched off and I had turned it up. I had turned the levels a little bit and switched it up. Cause I had to. I just had to. Cause I felt like I was limiting myself. Always just coming on talking boxing. And the real shit that I started paying attention to, I started to see like, yo, um, other content does better. And now, like how I don't flip the script with the AI and all of that, and the comics and all that, like I'm really exposing it because this is the things that they was always saying that I didn't do, right? And this is why I was always saying like boxing, the online boxing shit is fake because you're already exposing the fact that you don't fuck with boxing. What you fuck with is comics, cartoons, clickbait. Like that's not real substance. That's not substance. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? All right, but we on StreamYard too. Like I said, I really don't be fucking with StreamYard that much anymore. Feel free to donate to the channel. I'm gonna put all my stuff up in a second. We're trying to get 100. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna knock out a couple topics. Excuse me. All right, I'll do that background. I'll do my green screen background. We're gonna get started. We live on both platforms, y'all. Run the lights up, y'all. Look, 100. We on 100 tonight, man. $100, 100 likes, 100 something, man. 100% support. Hit the likes, man. There's 6 people in here. We should have had 6 likes, man. Like, hello, Sandra. Sandra, hit the like button, Sandra. Even if you don't hit the like button for my setup. Look at my setup, Sandra. This is a professional setup. Now, if you follow me, Sandra, I do a lot of streaming. A lot of times I stream out of cars and trucks and different that. Now I'm in a professional setting, microphone out, all of that. So hit the like button for that, Sandra. Right? But I want to talk about Tank Davis. I'm not going to stay on Tank too long unless the energy is all the way up. If the energy is not all the way up, I'm not going to stay on this boxing too long. Right? So run those likes up, right? Because I really want to get to the Black Panther stuff. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Like I said, especially if this energy, this boxing energy isn't up. Because, I do boxing, but I do it in real life. I just left the gym. Did you see my short? I just left the gym. Appreciate the tour and building over here. So, Tank Davis, I put the content out. He's on the run, but he's going to be turning himself in. And he told this to none of you YouTubers, man. He didn't tell it to none of the YouTube boxing guys that been on here crashing out over him, that turned into paralegals and defense attorneys overnight. He didn't tell it to none of y'all. You know who he told it to? Academics. Remember he got into the little beef with academics? He was upset because academics was promoting. That's what that was. That was a promote, right? The Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez card next Saturday. And Tank was upset. As he does, he gets emotional. Big Tank always gets emotional, man. He gets emotional. Salute, CW. He said, I can give a flying fuck. That his problem, not mine. Marlon King, what's going on? Yo, Marlon Kings, I'm glad you pulled up on that real substance. This is the Eagles, the War Eagles. We fly high, man. Hit the like button. But yes, all of these content creators with these big shows and their hookups and their sources, Tank Davis did not reach out to none of them. He did not put the word out through them. He put the word out through academics. All of these guys that got online, the K-Hoes, the Fagons, right? The Fanon. Look, nobody from his team leaked this information to them. Like, you see how Truth be told, shout out to a lot of my affiliates, people that I rock with. You know how I leak out information, like how I leaked out the information that Brian Norman Jr. was with Derrick James? Yeah, I did that. Remember, I did that. Even though y'all don't want to give me my flowers for that, I did that. And then it came out that he's working with Derrick James. Remember, I leaked that. You know how I leaked that? Because people that's tied in with that gave that to me. They gave that to me. That's what media does. Real media, official media. 17 in the building over here. Hit the like button, man. And put $1 in the cash app. Let me put my cash app out, man. The goal is $100 or 100 likes. The likes are free, right? That's the goal, man. 100. Keep it 100, right? That's what these guys always say. Y'all keeps it 100. All right, keeps it 100, man. Keeps it 100. Smash the like button. Likes are free, right? Just keep it 100, right? That's the cash app. Donate to the cash app or hit the super chat. You know, the goal is 100, right? But riddle me this. All these guys with their big platforms, they go live, they talk to 200 people. They're his hardcore radical fans. Why didn't he tell y'all that? Why did he tell that to academics? Y'all plan on turning myself in a couple, a few days, right? Why did he tell that to academics? Maybe because academics has a big platform that's not smoke and mirrors, that's not a lot of bots, that's actually consumers. Yeah, how many of you guys, right? Look, I came in tonight with some merchandise on. Right? I came in tonight with the merchandise. It is colder, so I had to double down, right? But how many of you guys, you know, with your audiences actually have a fan base, has a fan base that supports? Not the smoke and mirror. See, I've been exposing that for a while now. I mean, like, that supports, right? Like, you guys always talk about your viewerships. Where are your products? Right? If you have a loyal following, a loyal support, that's why I highlight my war eagles. I be like my council, the war eagles, because they showed me that they support. Right? They are the war eagles. And shout out to the war eagles. The war eagles, look how we coming, war eagles. War eagles. They don't want to acknowledge us. You know why, war eagles? CW Thumbnails, Gumbo Sauce, Joanne, many others of the council. You know why they don't want to acknowledge us right now? Cause I got all of the guys that was secretly in competition with me, that was secretly competing. They can't compete no more, right? Because we done switched it up, and now the format how we're dropping it with the artwork, the CW thumbnails, and the graphics. It's too much for these people, right? Because these are the things that they always was attempting to do, right? And now I've been killing them with the bushes, the jealous fan zone bushes. But look at these thumbnails right here. Look at this one right here, the bum boxing talk one, right? And I wanted to highlight this real quick, right? I have this on right now. I don't have the jersey on. I don't have the jersey on, but I do have the zip up hoodie on. It's freezing. So I had extra layers on, right? Extra layers on. When is my birthday? 420 is my birthday. Thank you for asking. But look at the content right here. Look, I'll get off the well. Now I'm gonna stay on the screen because I have this on too. But if you pay attention to Exhibit A, bum boxing talk, right? Bum boxing talk. This guy's a boxing expert. This is YouTube boxing. These guys have the inside sources. But yet, Tank Davis went to academics to give out the information. He did not go to these guys right here. That fight is garbage. Doesn't it sound like YouTube? This fight ain't happening. He's ducking. It's a conspiracy. I know all the inside info. This is YouTube boxing right here, y'all. Smash the like button, man. This is content, man. This is content. Daniel, how you doing? Did you hit the like button? Likes are free. right? This is YouTube boxing right here. Hit the like button, right? This is YouTube boxing right here. These are these guys that sit on panels. They love to debate. They love to argue. They love to talk boxing. That's why Tank Davis went to academics. He said they love going to platforms that can't even stay in the house Saturday night. No, Ron, they love going to platforms that are comedy. They love going to platforms that have no substance. They love going to platforms that they're comfortable with. They don't like me because I have receipts. Not only do I have receipts, I did it without this, without people coming and watching. And then I kept coming on saying, yeah, I was part of that fighter situation. Yeah, I'm media though, that nobody watches. I'm media that nobody supports. But yet I'm doing other things now. And now look, I got on my hood shit, man. I spit the block, man. Now I'm back on digital creating. And I'm like, you know what? I want to beef with you niggas now. Cause I know you niggas can't fuck with me with the digital creating shit. Right? With the AI digital creating shit now. So I want to beef with you niggas. Because when I was coming on here with real insider information, getting fighters signed, negotiating sponsorships, getting shit like that popping and coming on here talking on it, you niggas always tried to downplay me. But you downplay me on the internet, so now I'm gonna play you niggas on the internet. Because if you try to downplay me in my real life, you see how I give it up in the gym. I might have punched you in your face. Yeah, real talk. And the niggas that sit online and say that I'm pussy and all that shit, these niggas can't even pop out where they're at. Have you ever noticed that? Why do niggas that speak on me or attempt to speak on me can't get it popping in their section? I just left my gym, right? But I could go to a lot of gyms all over. Some niggas that talked on my name and try to defame my brand and my businesses, they can't get it popping nowhere other than the internet, and they don't even got it popping on the internet, right? These are the people that I'm talking about when I say the boxing bums. And this is what the internet consists of. Because if you only talk boxing on the internet, I'm pretty sure there are local fighters wherever the fuck you live at. But why aren't you focused on that? Why aren't you in the mix of that? Hello. Hopefully y'all catching the sauce, man. He said, Shanewzsha, fuck these dudes, bro. I have a lot of respect for you and your boxing head. Appreciate that, frankly. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm playing their games now, man. It's just the games that we play. It's just the little games that we play. Right? I'm playing their games now, though, man. But yo, Tank Davis didn't come to none of y'all, man. He did a fake beef with academics and then got in the DM and said, yo, Ac, I'm going to turn myself in. I'm going to turn myself in, right? Why did you say that, right? But yeah, he didn't go to these guys that's on here arguing, defending his honor. They turned into lawyers. They turned into Johnny Cochran. Just a piece of Johnny Cochran. They turned into defense attorneys. He didn't go to none of you guys, man. Hit the like button, man. Let me do a quick like check. Let me see where my likes is at, man. And like I said, donate to the channel. Put $1 in the Cash App, Super Chat, all that, man. Because if you don't know, right? Shout out to the War Council. The donations over here go to the product. All this stuff is not cheap. This is not cheap, and it's not free either. But as you can see, we done turned it up. Look. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the turn up, right? This is the turn up over here now. Look at this. Huh? I got that on right now. This is fresh. These go for 150 and up, man. The zip up hoodies, that's nice. I got that on right now. I threw that on tonight. All right. That is the War Eagles, man. That's Gumbo and CW and Joanne. Those are the War Eagles right there, man. That's my team. That's my team of the council. Right? That's the council right there, man. We are the War Eagles. Now look at this thumbnail right here. I used this thumbnail tonight. All right? Look at it. Look at this one. That's how I'm drowning them in the sauce, Ron, frankly. This is a lot of YouTubers right here. They're in the jealous fan zone section. Right? They are in the jealous fan zone section. They over here. This is a lot of these niggas that link up. They do streams together. Right? Mason, what's going on, player? Hit that like button. He said, really, Oz watch academic dude. Call him and interview. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he released that over there. What's his name? You got the Cash App? I don't know. Let me check. You sent me a Cash App? Let me look. I'll look right now, brother. Let me see. No, I did not get it. You did not send a Cash App. Mason Lopez, you're playing games. But here, you want to send a Cash App? This is the Cash App right here. I would have got the notification. There it is right there. Send the Cash App. And I definitely will acknowledge you. But if you don't send the Cash App, right, what I am going to do, I'm going to exile you to the spirit world for coming over here playing games, man. Because you just disturbed the peace now. You made me look at my Cash App, and you didn't send nothing. I'm going to check again. I'm going to check again. And if I was wrong, I will apologize. No. But that is the Cash App, brother. But back to what I was saying. I'm drowning these guys in the sauce. Now, this is what they like. This is what they like. Right? And this costs money, man. So, like I said, I might have to apologize. I might have to apologize. You heard the notification go off. I might have to apologize. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. I might have. That was not true, but thank you for that donation. He said, everyone has an ego, bro. It's about customer service and good communication to the type of folks that love the content. But I'm no insider, just my opinion. I just think, Ron, to be honest, right? And I seen you, right? You are Coach Malachi. Well, I don't call him Coach Malachi. No disrespect. To me, he hasn't shown me he coaches anything. But you are a Coach Malachi supporter. I don't really rock with Coach Malachi's content. Because I feel like Coach Malachi is a character, a comedian character. He loves to disrespect Floyd Schofield Sr., a guy who he once upon a time was like clicked up with. But I remember they did that interview, and Floyd Schofield kind of, went left on him. And then ever since then, Coach Malachi showed his snake ways. And me being who I am, I kind of like, that didn't sit right with me. That didn't sit right with me, right? I was like, damn, if you could fall out like that over content, it's, I'm different. I'm different, right? I'm different, right? I'm just different. I'm like, damn, if a little interview one left, and I like a lot of dudes be on here acting like they're from a different texture and cloth. But when shit gets a little funky, they really show who they are. They do. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. Right? But let me continue on. This is how I'm drowning these guys in the content right now. It's that digital creating. He said, but nah, you gotta understand what transpired with me, Schofield, and what he asked Coach to lock. Man, listen, Ron, I know that's your guy. I'm not gonna make it about him, but I don't fuck with that type of energy, man. That you a snake, man. You a snake. Cause there's ways about going about shit. When you give it up like that, but listen, I put it on my platform. He moves like police. I think he's police, man. He's Jay Reed. Yeah, you ain't no cop, Jay Reed. Yeah, you ain't no cop, Jay Reed. Niggas give me that Jay Reed energy, man. Like Like they just come off with that Jay Reed energy. Yeah, you ain't no cop, Jay Reed, right? Yeah, you ain't no cop, Jay Reed. He just gives me that Jay Reed energy, man. Especially when I seen how he let he talked wild reckless about the LDBC, right? And when them niggas ran down on him in Brooklyn, he didn't hold court. He didn't hold court, man. I was like, that was another one. I was like, ooh, that's kind of I don't know, man. You be on that drop the Addy and all this. Niggas had you on depression in Brooklyn. You just you kind of you gave me that Jay Reed energy, man. I'm not saying you gotta be super thug, but you gotta be a man, right? You gotta be a man. I've been in these streets, these YouTube boxing streets. I've seen a lot of these content creators and like this, and I was like, yo, what's up, man? Oh, you like that, huh? Oh, you like that, right? But like I said, that's just how he carries. Like you learn, especially when you're really in the field and you be around these dudes. You be like, oh yeah, he's the internet guy. He's the internet character. That's his character. So I better just be my character, right? Yeah, look, see, Ron. It's no animosity. This is content, Ron. I don't fuck with content characters. You feel me? Cause it's cool when they do it. You understand? Look, yeah. See, the sauce is too much for these niggas. Cause I'm really like that. Right? These niggas get on here, hold this, mama hold that, disrespect niggas' manhoods and shit. If you disrespect the man's manhood, you gotta be ready to get busy for that. That's where I'm from. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's on the internet or not. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. Right? Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But let's continue on, man. How is this CW artwork thumbnail looking, man? These shits is fire, man. I try to tell you, man. It's cool when these niggas do it. It's cool when these niggas do it. Look at this artwork, man. Yeah, we drowning these crows that they be in the bushes, man. These niggas be in the bushes, man. They've been watching me deliver this substance for so many years. Now I'm doing it how they like to do it. I'm doing it how they like to do it, man. This is how they like to do it, man. The graphics, right? This is the graphics, right? Look at that. That's some smooth shit right there, man. Shout out to CW Thumbnails, man. Great work, brother. Great work, man. Like I said, y'all want to get with the artwork and the graphics, just hit me up, man. I have a team with me now, man. I have a team with me, man. You know, I have a team, and if you want to get with the merchandise, so separately, man. You know. But yes, you see, this is what we were talking about, and then I'm gonna switch gears to the Black Panthers. I think I did about a half hour of boxing. I'm about to get off of the boxing wave. I'm gonna get off the boxing wave because, like I said, the boxing wave is like that thumbnail show. Jealous fans in the bushes, the crows. We eagles, we fly high. But academics and Javante, I think it was like a staged beef because he just really wanted to use academics' platform to get that out. Like he's gonna be turning himself in. Because I guess the boxing chilling circuit. It's the chilling circuit, man. It only goes so far. The boxing, guys, it you know, it, they don't shake shit up, man. They don't shake shit up. But his shit with academics yesterday, it shook shit up. A lot of more content was put out on that, and but apparently he's going to be turning himself in, as he should have, man. He's $1 million fighter, man. He was running like Pookie or somebody, man. He was running like a nigga that didn't have funds, like a nigga that don't got money does shit like that. This is Tank. So I was like surprised when I seen that. I was like, ugh. And then you know what really was the turn off was when the YouTube, like his fans, like a lot you niggas, some of you niggas are too old to just give it up like that, man. Damn, Ron said Tank is a lame. It's a lot of lames though. He's not the only one. Listen, there's a lot of lames. Tank is Tank, man. Tank is Tank. You know, he's Tank. You know, that's just how he carries it, man. You know, he's a product of his environment, and the bigger he got, or the bigger the facade got around him, this is what he did. Ike Turner, gorilla pimping, right? But to me, he should have just stood tall. Why would you get low? Like you got money, right? You got money. Teflon Don, nigga, you supposed to fight that, but he ran. He said nobody got time to babysit an ignorant dude. They've been babysitting him and the rest of those guys over there forever and a day, Ron. You follow boxing, so you should know that. They've been babysitting those guys forever. That's why my receipts and my stamps are like this right now. They like this sauce, man. Yeah, we dripping on them, man. We dripping on them, man. We dripping on them, right? We dripping on them. Because look, Adrian Broner crashed out. Earl Spence crashed out. The Charlo brothers crashed out. It's a pattern over there. Remember when my man ran off with the bill, right? Yo, his card bounced. Remember that? Yo, the niggas debit card or his credit card bounced. Y'all remember that, man? Come on, y'all remember that, man. But I don't want to make it about these guys, man. But y'all remember that? And then he robbed the waitress. They had to pull some strings. They got that kind of pushed underneath the table, right? But you remember, and everybody got mad at me because I was exposing them then. I was like, yo, what does that say about the niggas you're around? And shout out to Chop Chop. I remember I interviewed Chop. I had Chop on my channel. That's when I was really going hard trying to do the interviews and, you know, that type of thing. But I remember I had Chop on, and I was like, Chop is an OG. And I was like, yo, this nigga had 100 niggas with him. You mean to tell me, all right, whatever, the bill bounced, all these niggas around him, nobody had no bread? He's a $1 million fighter too, right? He's a $1 million fighter. Al Heyman money. Nobody was like, damn, all right, fam, your car bounced, don't worry about it. Here, just get that back to me when we go to the room. All them niggas that was there, nobody was on that type of time. They just let him crash out, rough the lady up, take her tips in his card, and then he caught that charge, but they took care of that. But I remember reporting on that, exposing that, like, yo, these niggas be moving weird. Weird. But the list just goes on and on and on. And now we are at with Tank. Millionaire on the run. He's a millionaire on the run for what? Kidnapping, hostage, you know. Nothing crazy. Like I said yesterday when I showed the youths, the guys around my way, for murder, shootings, sex trafficking, all kind of trumped up shit. Right? Tank got it's a little domestic shit. It's bad because it's his past and his history, but it's not where a guy of your status, your stature, your type of influence and money should be running from. If that makes any sense. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, right? But let me get over here to the Black Panthers, man. Because I put content out on this. And then a lot of people started hitting me up and saying like, yo, man, those dudes ain't the real Black Panthers. I was like, yo, what you mean? Yo, what you mean they not the real Black Panthers? And then they sent me the thing. Yo, the dude was throwing up the bees, man. He used to be Pyro or Blood. Did y'all see that, man? Did y'all see that, man? We switching gears a little bit, right? We just switching gears. Did y'all see that? The new Black Panthers? And shout out to my guy Carlos. Carlos first sent it to me when I posted it. He said, yo, Bobby Seale don't approve of him. Right? I was like, yo, it's just content, brother. But I'll spin the block if that's what it is. I got to clean this up. I'll spin the block. Right here he is, right here. Look, look, it came right up. Yo, content, man. It's cool when they do it. It's just content, man. Huh? It's just content. I have to revisit this. Right? How we looking? Smash the like button, likes are free. Donate to the source, right? But here he is right here. This is the guy. Right? He came out the gates. He was mad militant, talking about banging out with the police. And now the reports are that he's not even official Black Panthers. Here's Fred Hampton's son, the chairman's son, right? See, they're going at these guys, man. I just had to come on here and show this side too because I did put the content out on them. But look, a lot of people are saying they are not the real Black Panthers, right? Here he is right here. Look, they said he was a blood. He was a blood. Yo, listen, if that's what it is, that's what it is. This is the internet. Niggas do anything on the internet to go viral. They do anything on this internet to go viral. But apparently these guys are not official Black Panthers. Right? They are not official Black Panthers. Now, Fred Hampton's son is a Black Panther. Rest in peace to his father. His father was a revolutionary, right? Right? I'm a revolutionary, right? His father was really one. You ever watch that movie, The Judas? That's a good movie, man. I like that movie. Judas the Messiah, right? Remember, Fred, his father was that guy, man. Remember, that's what they do, COINTELPRO, man. They tried to make the brothers set trip on each other, right? Remember, they put the Fed, that's how they was moving. Edgar Hoover was cold, man. They was cold. They put the literature out there to try to make the gangs, the gangster disciples and the different gangs set trip on the Black Panthers, right? But those brothers was hard, right? Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford and all them. They tried to make them set trip. Remember they was, right? He went to their headquarters and they was gonna bomb on them, right? They was militant. They was gonna bomb on them, right? Because the pigs put out the literature and made it seem like they was fronting on the Crowns, right? That was their name, the Crowns, right? I used the movie term, right? And what's his name? He was an OG. He really wanted to ride on them, but he was like he kept it, on cold, right? And then he seen how it was moving and grooving and shaking. Shout out to Ant Consequence, one of my manager partners in the building. I see you. Salute. Right? But yeah, he kept it on cold. And then, they locked Fred up. They jammed him up. They was setting him up and all that. When he seen them go to war with the police and they burned their headquarters down, that brought him home. He knew Fred was one of them. It was just that the Black Panthers, they was their own organization, right? They was their own organization. But when Fred came home and gave that speech, the Crowns was right in there. The Crowns was in there. The Crowns helped them build back up their headquarters. Because he realized, like, yo, Fred wasn't like that. Fred was trying to unite all of us, man. Right? But rest in peace to Fred Hampton, man. That's a powerful, powerful movie. And, that's how it is, man. These jigaboos, right? If you are a powerful leader, especially a Black powerful leader, just know they are going to infiltrate you. They're going to send somebody that looks like you that is really not with you. Kind of like YouTube boxing. See how I tied that in with YouTube boxing? See how I tied that in with YouTube boxing, man? But now we just chill on this Friday night, man. I'm going to do another one of these tomorrow as well. I just don't know what time. You know, cause Sunday, I'm trying to get all my streams in. Cause come Sunday, you know, we're bearing down. You might not see me to Tuesday, man. As far as doing like streams like this and shit, the Tuesday, cause we're supposed to get the crazy storm system. But then Tuesday, I got something lined up, and then it's fight week. Hopefully, you know, I may take a couple days off so I can go to the fights. Cause I want to go to the fights, man. I want to be out there. Right? It's at Madison Square Garden. Hopefully, I'll run into some of you niggas. Right? Y'all better be on your best behavior if y'all see me, man. Just know that, man. Right? I think I want to go to the fight. My cousin is fighting. Well, his fight is fighting. Right? They're coming into town. So I think I want to go to the fights, man. You know, I don't. Maybe I'll go out there and work, but like I said, I don't. I got enough content. Right? I do. I got enough content. And like I said, the boxing content to me ain't really clicking. It's all about characters and gimmicks. And I think my gimmick is too raw and uncut. Right? You respectfully, you boxing niggas like punks. Right? You like niggas that talk that tough shit and then go hard. They tuck their tail. Right? That's the, you know, YouTube boxing, man. YouTube boxing consists of niggas calling niggas bitch ass niggas and suck my dick. Right? The YouTube boxing, it is, man. And niggas will tell another man on YouTube, like, yo, suck my dick. Right? You want to get punched in your face, huh? Yeah, you want to get punched in your face, huh? Go figure, man. Go figure. But yeah, I just had to come on here and clean that up. So apparently these guys aren't the Panthers. They aren't the Panthers, man, which is, it was bad because he gained a lot of buzz, man. He did gain a lot of buzz, man. But before I close out, man, I was going to try to give you a full hour. I'm going to get my daughter. How was the content, man? How was the content? This is constructive criticism time now, man. You can constructive criticize, right? I know I made a lot of y'all get in the bushes, man. But shout out to Ron Franklin, Modern King Boxing, also Gumbo. Who else? Daniel was in the building, and Conquest, right? You know, shout out to you good brothers, right? You know, you do have options, right? Yo, look, you know what it suck? I didn't even check the audio. Right, let me check the audio. Because imagine I did this whole live, right? But I had the microphone and shit on, man. That'd suck, right? I'm going to just keep it real. Normally I do my checks. Hold on. Okay, but I think everybody was hearing me. CW. Shout out to CW Thumbnails. General CW in the building. Oh yeah, the mic. Yeah, look, we sounded good. I'm gonna just keep it real. Normally I do my we good. I got so caught up in exposing some information, I forgot to do the check, but we were good. We were good. Salute CW. CW, how was the show? CW said the fire move. Well, CW, they're gonna say you were biased. Thank you, Ron. Ron Finkley in the building. AC. Salute to Ron Finkley, Modern King. Right, he said crystal clear. That's good. That's good. I was at the gym, man. It's cold out there. That's why I had on the zip-up hoodie. It's warm in here, but it was cold coming here and going to the gym. So I had on the zip-up hoodie tonight, as well as my varsity jacket. These varsity jackets, they're good, right? But I'm not. Look, you know, I'm a real New Yorker, man. I like to be warm. These are warm, but you know, I come from that cloth where triple fat gooses, North Face. So this is it's warm, but I had to do layers tonight. But these are also available. The varsity jackets, $350 and up. Holla at me, man. The merchandise is out there, man. Now, I'm gonna check my Cash App, right? Whoever gave me the highest Cash App tonight, you will receive one of these. Not this one, but you're gonna receive one of these. See, I didn't put that out there because I wanted to, look. A lot of you guys always donating and doing all these things, and the content you getting is trash. These niggas don't pull up to no fights. These niggas ain't outside. These niggas don't got no merchandise. But this is what you donate to, man. I've been trying to tell y'all that, man. Let me see. Who is the winner tonight? I'm about to wrap it up. Who is the winner? Let me see. Because we did not get no super chats. So I don't need to look at the super chat. I gotta look at all of my what's the names. Hold on, somebody commented. Hold, what is going on over here? Let me check a comment. Somebody left me a comment. All right. How did I miss this notification? That is an old video. That is an old, damn. They still comment on old Earl Spence videos. You know what it was? I think my gym videos. Remember those guys was throwing me under the bus. When I said that Earl looked as stiff, I said, what in the stiff, slow Spence is this? And a lot of those guys are throwing me under the bus. That video did over 300-some thousand views. Now they be seeing me in the gym, moving and grooving. A lot of those guys is, their foot is in their mouth. He said, y'all watch that guy saying, tuck in the goose fur inside. Nobody was doing that on the Parker coast. Yeah, wrong. Yo, I just like to be warm, man. Like this is a warm fit right here, man. Look, customized zip up joints. Look, all right, real stylish. This was the. Hold on, let me let y'all see it. Hold on, I gotta. Right? This is the Jackie Robinson, right? Straight out of Brooklyn, better known as Crooklyn, right? This was paying homage to Jackie Robinson. Like I'm tired of all you dudes trying to, gang affiliate me, man. Like I was telling my boy today at work, shout out to Yari. I said I had to say my cousin's line 50. I am not gang. I am not gang. Where's LeBron James? Are you talking about the LeBron James of boxing? He's in Vegas. The guy that I named the LeBron James of boxing, he's in Vegas. He's out there at the Shakur Stevenson camp. He's in Vegas. Those fights are tomorrow night too, man. I heard Khalil Cole came in overweight, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Look. We did the double whammy tonight, man. I heard Khalil Cole came in overweight, man. How true was that, y'all? How true was that? Did he come in overweight, man? Let me know, man. Let me know. Put it in the comments, man. I wasn't really checking it out, but I heard he